Hello and blessings, beautiful Coven of the Witch Weaver. I have a very exciting little tutorial for you today. We are going to be making a protection wreath. And it is an act of witchcraft that can be used in a variety of different ways for a variety of different occasions. And so I'm going to go through how to make this. It's going to be simple. The ingredients used are pretty basic. If you don't have the exact ingredients that I have used, that is perfectly okay. The important thing is that you use what you have, and I'm going to provide you with suggestions and variations as we move through this experience. So this is a witchy how-to, and I hope that you enjoy it. So let's go inside to my altar where I have things set up and ready to go. Okay, beautiful souls, here we are sitting before my altar now, and we are going to go through the process of creating this protection wreath. Before we do so, I want to prepare sacred space for you, and this is something that I highly recommend that you do before you begin any of your magical workings. I'm going to be using this herb bundle that is comprised of rosemary, which, as luck would have it, is the herb or botanical that we will be focusing upon today in order to create this gorgeous, simple act of witchcraft. I'm now going to be using some Palo Santo. It's a little piece of Palo Santo that I have. I really enjoy utilizing Palo Santo to bring about the sense of sacred, especially once I've cleared the space. And rosemary is one of my favorite clearing herbs. It is such a powerful botanical and one that I use quite a bit, whether I realize it or not. I just rely on it at times. I'm now going to be using this beautiful potion here, which is known as garden potion. It is a healing and cleansing type of spray, and I'm just going to use it to fortify the smoke clearing and preparation that we've done, and Sacred Temple. Both of these sprays were created by Earthly Alchemy, and as such are beautiful. Now I'm going to be doing just a little rattle. Okay, beautiful souls, this is what you will need. 1 sprig of rosemary. Let me choose one that looks nice. I'm going to choose this one. I'll place these others out of the way so they don't create confusion. So 1 good sprig of rosemary, big enough to serve as a cuff around your wrist, or to go around a doorknob, or to go around the base of a pillar candle. So a nice larger candle as opposed to something small like this. So just to create a bit of dimension. And you will need some twine. So I have 2 pieces of twine here. I don't need 2 pieces of twine. In fact, I'll just use this little piece right here. Now, adding to this, these are optional extras that I would recommend, but of course, this is just how I like to work. If all you have are these 2 objects, that is all that you need. You don't have to go beyond that. I am choosing to add the following. Uncrossing oil. I'll be adding this uncrossing oil to the sprig and to the twine. It will help to remove unwanted energies, to untangle, unbind, unhinder, and neutralize any unwanted energies as I'm creating this beautiful act of magic. And this is something that is quite potent and necessary. And then I'm going to be using Van oil. And Van oil is a multi-purpose oil that brings in a little luck, a little strength, opens up the channels of communication, brings a little healing, brings a little love. It's such a beautiful, versatile, and fluid oil that I wanted it in this creation. Alternatively, you can also use a road opener oil such as this one. If you are working a little magic and a little mystery, you can use some black cat oil. If you are protecting something specific such as your wealth and your finances, a money oil. Or if you're protecting your business, you can use a crown of success. Or if you are protecting your health, you can use a type of health and vitality oil, something that's really yummy, that is infused with lots and lots of yummy oils. But it's up to you what you would like to use beyond the point of just the sprig and just the twine. Okay, what I said to you in the beginning is I was going to show you the basic way of making it, and this is all you need. But I'm going to be adding these 2 ingredients right here, and then later on I will show you some variations, okay? So whatever ingredients you choose to work with, bring them into space. Please know that I have cultivated these beautiful flowers from my garden. They are here to add health and vitality, strength and beauty to my space. They are not to be used in this particular ritual, not directly at least. Their energy is, but that is fine. And this is a beautiful flower that was gifted to me by Swami Ji after a gorgeous Indian puja ceremony, so it has its own little energy that I am after. So take the ingredients that you want to use, and we are now going to bless, consecrate and empower these ingredients for this particular work. So we'll start off really simply. Grab the twine in the name of the gods, guides, guardians, ancestors, and Odisha. I bless and empower this twine. May it serve as a strong hold so that it may bind together the ends of the rosemary and keep them strong and safe and together always to ensure the integrity of my magical workings. In the name of the gods, guides, guardians, ancestors, and Odisha, Sadavat and Ashe. Now we take the rosemary. We're going to do this with each one, or you can put them all together and do them as one. I prefer to give my individual attention to each of the items because I'm animistic and I want to honor the flow of energy in every item that I'm choosing. So in the name of the gods, guides, guardians, ancestors, and Odisha, I bless and empower this rosemary herb. O brilliant strength from the garden, O herb of wonder, herb of charm, herb of protection, I ask you to create a strong protective barrier that I may use whenever I need to use it. May you be potent, may you be strong, may you be deeply, profoundly protective, now and always, in the name of the gods, guides, guardians, and Odisha, Sarava, and Ashe. In the name of the gods, guides, guardians, ancestors, and Odisha, I bless and empower this uncrossing oil so that it may do the work that it needs to do, so that it may keep out unwanted energy, uncross, unbind, neutralize, and deter as needed. In the name of the gods, guides, guardians, and Odisha, Sadava, Ashe. Last one. In the name of the gods, guides, guardians, ancestors, and Odisha, I bless and empower this Van oil, this brilliant, mutable, magical oil, so that it may bring to me the qualities that I so greatly need to aid me in the creation of this magical wreath of protection. I call upon its ingredients to activate and to charm, to infuse my protective rosemary wreath with potent magic. In the name of the gods, guides, guardians, ancestors, and Odisha, Sarava, and Ashe. Okay, so we have activated and prepared, blessed, and done the thing with each of our ingredients. We are now going to prepare it. So first of all, I'm going to take the twine and I'm going to use the uncrossing oil on the twine. Okay. Really specifically focus on the ends because that's what's going to be sort of hanging out. So definitely don't neglect the ends. The natural inclination is for people to just do the middle. And while the middle, yes, does need to be done, we want to make sure that we do the ends. There we go. We are also going to be grabbing the uncrossing oil and we are just going to be dabbing it on the rosemary like so, on the ends like so. We're going to be doing the same thing with the Van, okay? Okay, with these done, now just take your ends together like so. Cross them over and around if you can. just creating an even edge to them. And I'm going to tie 3 knots. One, 2, 3. I might use uncrossing just there. Okay, you can trim the edges of this wreath if you want, or you can use a longer piece to hang it from something. You can tidy it up by braiding around a little bit more. It's entirely up to you. I am going to see what I feel like doing now. There we go. That will do for me. So I have this beautiful little wreath. And if you want to stop there, you can go through and you can dedicate it. Now that it's fused together, you can say something along the lines of, I bless and empower this now made wreath so that it may be a protective force against unwanted energies. May I call upon its power, its energy, and its blessing when I need it most. Saravana share when you say what you would like to say. But if you want to take it one step further, you absolutely can. And you can do this like so. So if you're the type of person that, like me, gets a few little requests to send out protective and healing energies to others, if you are on social media, then chances are you too get these types of requests. And then I highly recommend getting a candle and dedicating it to this exact thing. So a really great protective and blessing color could be white. I have purple. This is going to be used for something else, but basically what would happen is I would anoint my candle, I would carve it up in keeping, and I would place it on the base, or sort of in the middle of the protective wreath. Now keep that in mind, okay, because it's important for you to be able to visualize that, because an additional extra can be like so. Okay, so I have a piece of paper, and let's just say my aunt, my grandmother, my father, my friend, my somebody has requested a little blessing, a little healing. And so you can take this blessed, I'm just writing blessed loved one because I don't have I don't have a name to put here right now. Blessed loved one, and you can anoint it with your oils, and then you can tie it to your wreath like so. Let me see if I can do it. You've got to be gentle. You have got to be gentle with this. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it does need to be gentle. Okay, like so. And you can do as many as you like. So the next time somebody asks you to send out a blessing, you can take a little piece of paper and tie it there, and you can have enough to sort of like really coat this space, and then place your candle on top of it. And your intention is set, and that person is then part of your crown of protection or your healing wheel. And so that is how you would create this beautiful protective wreath. This wreath can be used to hang above doorways, to hang on your doorknobs, to be placed at the base of your candles, like I said, to be hung in areas inconspicuously or obviously. You can make them thicker by utilizing several pieces of rosemary, if that is your bag as well, and really intertwining it and really braiding them and making them really thick. That is an option as well. But like I said, there's many a variation to this. If you wanted to add another type of botanical to it to give it a different dimension, let's say a healing protection, for instance, you would grab a really yummy type of let's call it a healing herb, and you could tie that around. You can fashion things to it, crystals and gems and things of that nature. But my advice to you is keep it really simple. The simpler it is, the easier it is to feel that magic. The more potent you want to make it, it's going to be amazing, don't get me wrong. And you're quite welcome to make it whatever you want. but simplicity is oftentimes underrated. And I find that the less complicated a spell is, the quicker it functions, it works, and the easier it is to see its magic at work. And so there you have it. That is a protective rosemary healing wreath that can be used in a variety of different ways and be made in a variety of different ways as well. Your own personal intentions and themes will add to the magic of this wreath. And however it is that you choose to make it, please know that you are creating a beautiful act of witchcraft that is completely yours to own. Okay, so add a little spin to this creation so that you make it your own, and you give it that little touch of uniqueness. In the meantime, I'm wishing you so much love, luck, peace, and joy. Take care of yourself. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. In the meantime, much love and many blessings. Mwah!